This video is going to give you a brief overview of how to create an account on Boom Learning to create Boom cards, how you can create classes, and then take activities from your library and assign those to students. So the first thing that we're going to do is navigate to the ClassLink Launchpad. Then we're going to click on the Boom Learning application. Now, when you click on this, you'll likely see a pop-up like this that says student login. And so what you want to do is click on where it says sign in. Let me just make this a little bit bigger. Then you want to click on where it says join for free, since this would be our first time creating an account. And then I'm confirming I am a teacher, and I'm going to join with my Google account. So I'm going to go ahead and get signed in, and keep in mind that by creating your account via ClassLink, this is going to allow for that easy sign on, moving forward as you continue to sign into Boom Cards, via ClassLink. So I'm going to confirm, and I'm saying, yes, I'm going to create an account. It's going to give you some brief tutorials. If you want to check those out, feel free. But essentially, when it comes to creating activities and assigning those to students, you have the ability to do a FastPin and then doing classes. So we definitely recommend classes, because what it allows you to do is you can kind of really monitor the data. You're able to import your students from any existing Google Classrooms that you might have, and then you can actually assign things for students to access on Boom Learning. So the FastPin is essentially going to generate a link to a specific activity, and so the student would just be able to essentially click on the link and create and partake in the activity. Whereas in classes, you're able to really kind of submit and create assignments, and then the students can kind of see that work over time, and it's all saved in one place. So long-term, classes is definitely going to be the way to go. So let's go ahead and click on classes to get started. Again, if this is your first time signing up, you might have to agree to the terms of service and privacy policy. Awesome. Now, when you go to create a new class, it's going to either give you the option to manually create the class, but of course we want to make our lives easier, so we're going to select import a Google Classroom. Now, when you do that, you want to make sure that you're selecting your correct account, and it's going to ask you for some permissions, and you want to make sure that you click on allow. Now, once that is done, you're going to get a list of all of the different Google Classrooms you have access to, so you want to make sure that you're selecting the right one. I am going to select, I'm looking for the correct class. Here we go. This one. Okay, so I'm going to click on import roster, and this is again going to manually import all of my students here. Now, in the event that you have a Google Classroom and then students join your Google Classroom after you've already imported, all you have to do is click on this option here, moving forward, and it'll actually, update your class roster with all of those new students that might be on your Google Classroom. So once you have your class created, which now we do, we want to go to the library in order to find some cool activities. Now, right now, we have not created anything. Now, what's really nice is that there are tons and tons and tons of pre-made activities for you to really choose and assign to your students. If you know you're looking for something in particular, you can go ahead and check it off here. Now, for me, I want to see what's available on the library, so I'm going to select where it says show me free stuff. Keep in mind that we do have a free account, and so you can't you're not able to purchase ones that have a price tag next to it. So there's a lot of free activities, but there will be some that have a price tag next to it. So we encourage you to really kind of check out the free activities. So I'm going to go ahead and click on show me free stuff. And this is going to take me to everything. Now, keep in mind, I did not filter it by subject area or grade level. So if I wanted more refined searches, I could go ahead and do that along the side. Now, what I would do, let's say I want to do a time activity. I could go ahead and click on that activity. I can review it. If I really like it, then I can go ahead and add it to my library. And I'm going to click on OK. So now, if I go back to my library, I'll now see that I have an activity there, and I can go ahead and now share that with my students. So on an activity, there's going to be a blue button that says action. And here you have a couple of options. Now I want to assign this to my kids, and I want to do that via the classroom I just created. So I'm going to click on assign. It's going to give me a list of all the Google Classrooms in the event that you have more than one. I'm going to go ahead and toggle this on. and now it is assigned to my students. So now let's look at the student view. So I'm going to go ahead and go into my student account. Students would also, just like you, be accessing Boom Learning and Boom Cards via ClassLink. So they're going to click on Sign In with Google on ClassLink, and just like you, they are going to select the Boom Learning application. The next thing that they're going to do when it comes to signing in, they're going to click on Sign In with Google, and this is going to show their RCSD Google account. They're going to click on that, and that is going to get them signed in. You'll see that there are 2 classrooms. I did have more than one class. This is the specific class that I was talking about, and I can see that in this class, my teacher assigned me this. Once I'm ready to complete it, I can go ahead and click on it, and the student can start partaking in the actual activity. So in short, that is how Boom Cards work. And as you get more and more activities, you may consider experimenting with folders, which allow you to really organize your activities if you wanted to organize them by subject area or by grade level and so forth, so you can really start building out your library.